Hey, I'm Brian from the Wild Coast Outpost. If you're new here, we just hand dug a well 40 feet deep. We set in casing, backfilled it back to surface, and we have water flowing. So great success. That was a lot of hard work. It got pretty nutty down there. If you've been following along this whole time, really appreciate all the likes, comments, subs. You guys are awesome. And you might be wondering, why is this guy underneath his house? Well, now we have to dig a trench from the well casing all the way to my water line going up into the house, because here it has to be below frost depth because it freezes. So in this video, we'll get into digging the trench, burying the water line, burying our conduit and electrical cable for the pump. We'll also install the pump, our well seal, and some more bentonite grout, and get that all tidied up and sealed off so that it's good to go. I have to get these lines buried before freezing temperatures come. So let's get into it and let's have some fun. Pretty much getting a trench line going here. We'll just shoot straight back to the pipe, come this way, and go right under the house. Unfortunately, there's an old maple stump. It goes all the way there to there, so I'm not gonna try and deal with that. I think we'll just 45 over, and then we'll just go around it, and then go back to my culvert there. That's where it's insulated, and my water line goes up into the house. So. All right, this seems to be the best technique. Oh, really fast. Luckily, sand. Oh, thank God. All right, oh, let's get deep quick. Thank goodness. I'm just gonna try to get this section, then we should be in pretty good shape. Figured that would happen. We didn't quite make it, but put some plywood down, put some tarp down, kind of just directing the water away. Holy cow, there we go. We got that rock. There, you can see it. Oh, just to the right of the pick. Whew. Well, I guess that's a challenge of digging a narrow trench, is that you hit rocks like that and they won't budge till you widen it. So, oh my God, this is my life, hey? Nothing but non-stop rocks. I mean, the trench we're going pretty good so far. A few rocks here and there, but they popped out, you know? So, big rock here, but we used my mini sledge There. See, it's freaking moving now. Guess what? Alright, she's pretty free now. Mini pick for the win. Oh, I thought that tool was done, but nope. We're still using it. We need to get this down another like 6 inches or so. All right, let's get into night mode. We're gonna finish this trench tonight. We'll huck a light on under there. We've got everything else done. We just have to do under the house. Oh boy, okay, we've got majority of it done. I just have to chew it down a little further, but let's see if we can show. Yeah, I have about 24 inches there. So I'm gonna see if I can chew it down another foot, or at least 6 inches. But I can always put 6 inches or a foot on top, depending where I get to. For tonight, I think that's pretty good. I think you can tell this is kind of awkward in here. I'm kind of standing in the trench most of the time to give me some better swing with my arms. You have to straddle it with your knees. Yeah, it's not the best. Under here too, if I don't quite get the depth, I mean, I was thinking of skirting it, but it's just, boy, that's a lot of, it's also a bunch of work to skirt it and make it airtight and everything. So I'll do as good of a job as I can here in the time I have. And then, I mean, those are options we can do later too to really make sure it's good here. But my back hurts and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go get some dinner. All right, the time has come. We have to install the Pitless adapter. So where I'm from, it snows and freezes. Drop pipe bar that I had from the auger tool I tried to make, but I've just essentially, yeah, cut it. I just cut it and welded on a 1-inch nipple. So that's actually pretty straight. Couldn't believe it. I just eyeballed that one. I have a, what's this guy here? It's a 1 and, I don't know if it says it on it here. 1 5/8 hole saw. A 1-inch Pitless adapter. So there's where the drop bar will go into, and then our bottom pipe will thread into this guy. But just to install this, I saw another YouTube video of some guy installing one, and he just shoved some pipe in here to lock these two pieces together, right? So that can't slide out. Lower it all the way down in here, pop it out, install all of this, and then pull the pipe out, and then we can pull the adapter up. Just thinking ahead, took a piece of scrap and I tested the hole and it fits perfectly. Point it right where we're gonna go. But that pipe is pretty flexible, so I mean, I just want to go kind of like this. Kind of have to nice, see, catches in there. Woohoo! All right, that worked. I backed it off a little. I was worried all this stuff was going to get in there. Backing it off actually spins it out of the way, and hopefully that didn't send a whole bunch of plastic down in there. So pretty easy. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty darn clean already, but I'm just going to check it with a knife Make sure there's no burrs and stuff. And then let's go install the pitless adapter. Down a little more. Got it. Nice. Let's chuck them on. So we got that, we've got this, and we got this guy. Get it threaded, baby. Oh, okay, that's good. Hand tight for now. Yeah, and then we can do that more. Sweet. Just get it snug, right? Yeah. Don't want to go too tight, probably. Oh, look at that. That's this. Nice. There we go. Okay. Well, as always, the rain makes things a little bit hectic. If I had more room or whatnot, that would have been it's gone a little bit more smoothly, but we got it done, so that's what matters. Let me just go through what we've got here. This is a 1/4 to 1 inch reducing bushing, and they didn't have a male one, so we have a little 1 inch brass nipple to connect these. Then we have a 1 inch brass check valve to a 1 inch threaded to barb fitting. And then we've got the pitless adapter fitting here, also brass, and then to a brass threaded to barb fitting again. This will be the top of the poly pipe right here, and then we can just drop it in and click that right on. All right, so let's get these fittings together. We've got some Teflon tape, and then I've got some of this Mega Lock pipe dope thread sealant. Says it's for potable cold water, and for brass and for PVC, so we can use this on both. Fit it up. I'll wipe it down a little more, but I think that's good. Everything's nice and tight. Teflon tape, and I have some pipe dope on there, so let's roll this pipe out and then measure it and cut it. I'm gonna try it like Mr. H2O mechanic does it. Just rolls it right up. Twist on me though. Oh yeah, you're right. He goes like this on an angle, rolls it up. Okay. Make a mark with my knife. Yeah, that's 31, and there's 7/8. Okay, there we go. There's our mark. All right, this is 1 inch. Does it go? Yeah. Let's try it. No, I can know if it'll go. Oh, yeah. Easy. Oh, yeah. Come on. There it is. Yeah. Nice. We got it. You gotta go with it. There we go. Okay, that's better. Oh, dude. Yeah, okay, my bad. I should have put this on first and then wiggled it onto the poly. Okay, we got it. We set it down here, and then was able to get 2 pipe wrenches on here, twisted up good. wire's kind of annoying and in the way, so if you, yeah, should have done this whole fitting first. Heated this up, wiggled it in there. That would have been way better. Live and you learn. Oh yeah, almost forgot. Hose clamps first. Man. Okay. Okay. Wiggle on. A little more. Come on, baby. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yes. Okay. Okay. Whew. All right. Last look at the well. We're about to put our pump in. We got it all hooked up, ready to go. I couldn't get up high enough, so I built a little platform out of this by literally just propping it up against the frame. Awesome. There's our Pitless adapter. Looks like the seal has snug up nice. And then you can see our water down there. Oh, maybe, no. Yeah, there's our water level. Let's go. Just a little. Just to get some of the mud off. All right, let's see. Did it? All right. Nice, it's on there. It's lined up. Okay, we're free. Okay. Woo! All right. Wow. We'll show you real quick. All right, there it is. It's locked on. Got a wire coming up, rope coming up. Yeah, that's looking better. All right, there she is. We got our well cap on. It's all level and tightened. Got our wire coming out, our rope for now. I wasn't sure what to do with it. There wasn't a good way to secure it. Not much else to do but lay this pipe, so let's do it. Sure. In there. And tight first. Where's my wrench? That hurts. Nice and easy. Camera cut out, but we got that glued up really good. Everything's snug good. Sealed. I feel good about that. Alright, there it is. We got our water line buried. Put a foot of sand over top of it, compacted it a bit. And then we've got our conduit running all the way to the house where our little trench is. Now we can just fill this in, baby. Alright, we got it at least mostly covered and set. Cool. Let's just keep filling it. Get it most of the way so that not a big tripping hazard and keeps collapsing on itself. So all right, we got the garden hose hooked up over on our fitting over there. Yeah, I just popped the well cap off and put in some of this here. Got a little pool shock chlorine. Now we can circulate some chlorinated water through our hose, and then I'm just gonna spray down the inside of the casing just to really sanitize everything. All right, we're just running the chlorine out of the system now. You can still smell it, so we'll just let this go for 10-15 minutes until it's no more chlorine. This is I don't know what happened. I've got this all unplugged, so this is safe, but for some reason, oh dude, oh, this plug is stuck. Like, I don't get it. Did it weld itself together? I've never had that happen with a plug. You just wiggle it and it comes free. All right, there we go. Essentially glued these little bushings I made in there. And yeah, then we'll put the 1-inch couplers, 1-inch couplings over top. Well, this is escalating. I had to make a couple little bushings to go outside, because right, that wasn't an inch, that's 3/4. So then this is an inch and it didn't fit. So I'm just gluing this all together. I don't know now. We should have just glued this on the outside now at this point probably, but here we are. Let's just glue the crap out of this. I don't know, that's kind of what we're working with. We've got yeah, I'll get some more glue, or I'll silicone around these two guys as well. Well, that you know, took a little bit of time, a little bit of thinking, but here's what we've got with our conduit. Finally got it running, 90s up. We strapped it down to there to hold it. And then our plate doesn't go in, the screws don't go into the 2 center holes, so I need longer screws. Fantastic. Now we'll be freaking good here. So also, oh yeah, update on my little patch. I don't know, I just put a whole bunch of glue in there to just get it sealed up for now. I totally forgot to put this, I was gonna cut this cap so I could make a little ring, but I totally forgot to do that before I put the well cap on and ran all the wires and stuff, so. All right, our top Bentonite Seal. This will be our finishing grade. So at this point, we'll also do another little like inch cap here so we can seal off, but I'll do it the full perimeter of this hole. so then any water goes down to the sides. That'll be, I've been looking into that, and I mean, you can just use concrete, but I have 2 bags of like bentonite powder, and it looks like you can mix that with Portland cement to make a nice cement grout. If anybody knows about how to mix that up, let me know in the comments below. And we'll use those 2 remaining bags of bentonite powder to mix up a little concrete pad for up here. Yeah, let's hydrate this bentonite, and then we can let it sit for a little, and then we'll fill it the rest of the way above my water line pipe. All right, we also got this it's a little plate to tie your well pump rope to for this kind of cap, because I don't have anywhere to tie it off to properly. I have it just going in through the conduit for now, tied off in the box, but this is way beefier, and I found some in stock, so I grabbed one. I don't know how many times I've taken this cap on and off now, but this should be the last time. Well, one more time if I chlorinate it again when I do all my water lines, but let's put this in and do it properly. All right, there it is. Just looped it around a bunch, tied it off, a few knots, then put an extra little stopper knot on it. So that just basically sits there. Wire can come through, put a cap back on. Alrighty, all back together one more time, but got it all nice, level, plumb, sealed up. It was actually swelling pretty quick. You feel it, it's like soft. All right, so that was a good week. We got the trench all run. We got half of the water line and conduit all buried. So I'll continue working on that to get it to the back of the house, nice and all the way. And yeah, we got our bentonite filled in here, and this all hydrated, so that's sealing off good. We got the water line connected. We installed our pump with the Pitless adapter. That went really well. Happy about that. Conduit up here with our junction box, so we can connect our wires once everything's ready to go. And the well seal, well cap is all tight and everything is good. So we're also able to sanitize the well, get that all good so that I can perform a water test. I've got the kit, I just have to take the sample and go take it to the lab. So we should know, I should be able to do that on Monday, and then we should know in about a week or 2. So that'll be cool. Yeah, an extra special thanks to the channel members, Newton Renda, Carl Schultz, and Michael McLeod. Thanks for joining and checking out that extra footage. Really appreciate it. And yeah, if you want to help support the channel, join the channel membership with the link below. Leave a super thanks, and make sure to subscribe and like and comment. That really goes a long way to helping out. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.